Burnout. It is a heavy word, isn't it? It feels like carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. This isn't just about feeling tired after a long day. It is a deep, pervasive exhaustion. Burnout is emotional, mental, and physical depletion. It comes from prolonged, unrelenting stress. It is your body and mind saying, "I can't do this anymore." Burnout can make you feel empty inside. The joy you once felt in activities can vanish. Things that used to bring you excitement now feel like chores. You might feel detached from your work, from others, even from yourself. Cynicism can start to creep in, coloring your view of everything. It is a feeling of being overwhelmed and underappreciated, a sense of ineffectiveness and a lack of accomplishment. This is not who you are. This is what burnout does. It dims your light. Burnout is often a slow creep, a gradual wearing down. It happens when the demands placed on us consistently outweigh the resources we have. Recognizing this is the first brave step. Understanding burnout means naming the beast. It means acknowledging that what you are feeling is real. This understanding is where the healing begins. Burnout is far more than just feeling tired or stressed for a short while. It is a serious condition with significant consequences. It affects millions of people across the globe, from all walks of life, in all professions. The World Health Organization even recognizes it as an occupational phenomenon. This tells us something important. It tells us that this is a widespread issue, one that we need to address with urgency and seriousness. It is a collective experience, not just an individual problem. Its shadow touches so many lives. The impact of burnout stretches far and wide. It affects our physical health, leading to issues like headaches and stomach problems. It can weaken our immune system, making us more susceptible to illness. Mentally, it can manifest as anxiety, depression, and a loss of focus. Our relationships can suffer too, as we withdraw or become irritable. Our work, which often contributes to burnout, also suffers in quality. Productivity drops, creativity fades, engagement disappears. Burnout steals our vitality and our ability to live fully. It is a thief of joy and potential. This condition is often a silent epidemic. We need to break this silence. Our workplaces can often feel like pressure cookers. The demands can be incredibly high. Deadlines loom, expectations soar. Sometimes the resources we are given are simply not enough. Not enough time, not enough support, not enough staff. This imbalance is a direct path to chronic stress, and chronic stress is the breeding ground for burnout. We spend so much of our lives at work. It is essential that our work environments support our well-being, not detract from it. Long hours are often expected, even celebrated. Heavy workloads become the norm, not the exception. Many feel a constant lack of control over their tasks or schedule. This feeling of powerlessness is incredibly draining. Unclear expectations can leave us feeling lost and anxious. Poor communication can lead to frustration and mistakes. These factors, day in and day out, chip away at our resilience. They slowly deplete our energy reserves. Until there's nothing left to give, our health and our work can and should coexist. Boundaries are the unseen fences we build around ourselves. They are so incredibly important for our well-being. These fences protect our precious energy. They safeguard our valuable time. They help us define who we are and what we stand for. Without clear boundaries, we leave ourselves vulnerable. Vulnerable to being overextended, overwhelmed, and ultimately burned out. Healthy boundaries are a sign of self-respect. They tell the world and ourselves that we matter. They are essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. Many of us struggle with setting and maintaining boundaries. We often say yes when we really mean no. Perhaps we do it to please others, to be liked. Or maybe we do it to avoid conflict or confrontation. We might fear disappointing someone or being seen as unhelpful. But each time we say yes against our better judgment, we give away a piece of ourselves. This constant giving without replenishing drains our reserves. It is like a slow leak in our energy tank. Eventually, we find ourselves running on empty. Learning to say no is a crucial skill. When you set clear boundaries, you teach people how to treat you. Section 5. The perfection trap and the digital maze. Modern paths to exhaustion. Perfectionism is a heavy shield we carry. We often believe it will protect us from criticism or failure. We think if we are perfect, we will be accepted and loved. But in reality, this shield weighs us down immensely. It keeps us striving for unattainable standards. It whispers that we are never quite good enough. This constant chase for an impossible ideal is utterly exhausting. It fuels anxiety and self-doubt. Perfectionism is not about healthy striving. It is about fear of not measuring up. The quest for perfection means we are always on edge. We scrutinize every detail, terrified of making a mistake. We spend far too much time on tasks, trying to make them flawless. This often leads to procrastination because the fear of imperfection is paralyzing. And when we inevitably fall short of these impossible standards, we feel shame. We feel like failures. This cycle of striving, falling short, and feeling shame is a direct route to burnout. It drains our energy and erodes our self-worth. It is important to embrace imperfection, to see it as part of being human. Section 6. Reclaiming your energy. The power of self-care and saying no. Self-care is a term we hear often, but what does it truly mean? It is not about indulgence or selfishness, despite what some might think. Self-care is absolutely essential fuel for our lives. It nourishes our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. It is about intentionally doing things that replenish our energy, things that help us feel centered, calm, and resilient. Without regular self-care, we are running on fumes. And running on fumes inevitably leads to breakdown and burnout. Think of it as putting on your own oxygen mask first. You must care for yourself to care for others. Self-care doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It is often about small, consistent actions woven into our daily lives. It is about ensuring you get enough restful sleep. It is about moving your body in ways that feel good. It is about nourishing yourself with healthy food. It is about making time for play, for laughter, for joy. It is about connecting with nature, with loved ones, with yourself. It is about quiet moments of reflection or meditation. These seemingly small things add up. They build a strong foundation of well-being. Section 7. Leaning in differently. Seeking support and sharing the load. We are wired for connection. It is in our DNA. We are not meant to navigate the challenges of life alone, especially when facing something as overwhelming as burnout. Trying to tough it out by yourself often makes things worse. Vulnerability is not weakness, it is immense courage. It is the courage to show up as you are, imperfections and all, and to admit that you need help. Connection is our superpower in times of struggle. It reminds us that we are not isolated in our experiences. It provides comfort, perspective, and strength. Reaching out for support is a brave and vital step. This could mean talking to trusted friends or family members. Sharing your feelings and experiences can lift a heavy weight. Sometimes professional support is needed. A therapist, counselor, or coach can provide valuable tools and guidance. They can help you understand the root causes of your burnout and develop strategies for healing and prevention. There is no shame in seeking professional help. It is a sign of strength and a commitment to your well-being. You deserve to feel supported. Section 8. My own detour, a story of finding my way back from burnout. I remember a time when the world felt muted, like all the colors had faded. I was deep in my work, something I was once fiercely passionate about, but slowly it started to feel like a crushing weight. I was going through the motions, a shadow of my usual self. The spark I once had was just a flicker. I told myself I was just tired, that I needed a good night's sleep. But the exhaustion was bone deep, a weariness that sleep couldn't touch. I was irritable, disconnected, and felt like I was failing at everything. That was my wall, that was my burnout. It felt like a very lonely place to be. The joy I used to find in my research, in connecting with people, had vanished. It was replaced by a sense of dread each morning. My creativity, which had always been my companion, felt blocked. I felt like an imposter, just waiting to be found out. The pressure I put on myself was immense, relentless. I believed that if I just pushed harder, worked longer, I could overcome it. But that only dug me deeper into the hole. I was isolated even when surrounded by people, because I was too ashamed to admit how much I was struggling. I thought asking for help meant I wasn't strong enough. Section 9. Rising Stronger. Your journey to a recharged life. Please hear this. Burnout is not a life sentence. It is not a sign that you are broken or that your best days are behind you. Instead, think of burnout as a powerful signal from your inner self. It is a courageous call to pause, to reflect, and to change. It is an invitation to live your life differently, more authentically, more sustainably, more joyfully. This signal, though painful, can be a catalyst for profound growth. It can lead you to a path that is more aligned with who you truly are and what you truly need to thrive. Embrace this opportunity for transformation. Reevaluating your priorities is a vital part of this journey. The life you were living led you to burnout, so something needs to shift. Ask yourself the hard questions. What truly matters to you? What activities, people, and experiences bring you genuine energy and joy? What are you willing to let go of to make space for these things? This is not about lowering your ambitions. It is about aligning your ambitions with your well-being. It is about defining success on your own terms. Terms that honor your whole self, mind, body, and spirit. Now is the time to take proactive steps towards healing and wholeness. These don't have to be giant leaps. Small, consistent steps can create remarkable change over time.